If you're gonna fart, just either hold it or do it.
Welcome to the Delta 8 podcast. Just kidding. No, this is the regular podcast.
Sponsored by
Delta 8.
yeah, and no one else.
No one else, just Delta 8.
Just Delta 8.
Is Delta 8 a brand or is that a thing?
That's just like
It's a thing.
it's a thing. Like it's the weed. It's the kind of weed.
It's funny. We were talking about this last night on our way. I went and saw the James Bond movie last night.
You did.
The new James Bond movie. I saw it. First of all, it was pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
All right.
I mean, like, there's some plot holes, right? That
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of inevitable. Like
Most movies.
But here's the thing, though. Because the action sequences are so cool, you just
Yeah.
totally forget about it.
Just fuck it.
Yeah, it's such a great movie.
One thing that makes a great action movie is like the fighting choreography when it's on point. Oh
Yeah.
my god, it's so entertaining.
It's incredibly entertaining. And I would say that happened at least like really, really good fight scenes about 2 or 3 times.
Damn, that's good.
And also the movie was 2 hours and 45 minutes long.
How much was the movie ticket?
We went and saw it at AMC at Barton Creek.
So it's gonna be a little bit more expensive.
I mean, we got like the reclining chairs and they're
Yeah.
super soft and stuff. I think it came like when you order the ticket, it was like $12 a person, but with the convenience fee, because you bought it online,
Yeah.
it's
What,
an extra
$2?
$6.
I was gonna say $250. Damn.
No, an extra $6. So it really came out to about $15 a person. It was 3 of us,
I saw
and also we got popcorn, and then I got Milk Duds. So
for $22, I saw Shang-Chi
oh, what is wrong with you?
in 4D, but it was supposed to be 3D, but they didn't. We bought it online for 3D, and then we got to the theater, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't do 3D here, so it's in 4D. Go watch."
So I went and saw with Kurt
Nice.
and Jackson.
Oh, not
I don't
nice.
think have you met Jackson?
Not nice.
Have you met Jackson?
I don't know. Probably not.
Anyways, he went and saw Shang-Chi on Tuesday, and then he saw James Bond on Thursday.
Nice.
And I asked him, I was like, how was Shang-Chi? He was like, it was pretty good. Like, it wasn't bad. Like, it was all right.
I thought the fighting was really good.
Yeah. Was there a good ending?
It leaves kind of like a cliffhanger for the second movie because they're gonna make another one.
There's going to be a second movie.
100%.
I would say the ending of James Bond was an ending. It had an ending.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
You heard about what? Well, okay,
Can't-
first of all, you don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened in the movie, but I heard what they're doing with James Bond.
Well, I know that Daniel Craig's done. Like before this movie even when they started the production on the movie, they knew it was gonna be the last Daniel Craig James Bond movie.
Mm-hmm.
They knew that because he's done 5 now.
Yeah, most of them
You
do.
know
about
what the 5 are? The
five.
5 Daniel Craig James Bond movies. He's been doing it since 2006. It's been 15 years that he's been doing
Skyfall.
one.
I don't know what the one that just came out is called.
No Time to Die.
That's right. I definitely have heard it.
I know it.
Just name them.
The very first one, 2006, Casino Royale.
Yep, I knew
You
that.
remember that one?
I do remember that.
Have you seen that movie?
I haven't seen it, but I know
I think that's the best one. I think that was the best one of the 5,
for Daniel
in my
Craig.
opinion. Yeah, Daniel Craig. Of the
Okay.
5 movies that he did, I think that was the best one.
Just to clarify for the audience that think he's not saying that's the best James Bond.
No, I think
I haven't seen enough of them to be able to say this one's better than the rest.
I would
so
say I've seen about 80% of the James Bond movies,
I've seen like
and I would
20.
say that From Russia with Love is my favorite. And that was Sean Connery in like 1971 or 1970, one of the two. That was the best James Bond movie, in my opinion. But then I would say a close second would be Casino Royale. That one was really good. So Casino Royale was 2006. I think 2008 or 2009 was Quantum of Solace. Remember that one? Ever heard of it?
Honestly, not really.
Quantum of Solace? You never heard of it?
I mean, at the time, it
Like Google it right now. If you Google it right now and you see pictures of it, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. You've seen it before. That's Quantum of Solace. You recognize it?
a little bit.
A little bit? It looks vaguely familiar.
This is 2008, bro.
2008. Okay, that's what I said. I said 2008, 2009. You don't really recognize it?
I definitely recognize Casino Royale.
Way more. Yeah, I feel like everyone does. Most people do. Okay, so Quantum of Solace, Casino Royale, Skyfall,
Mm-hmm.
Spectre.
Yes.
Spectre, I don't remember when it came out, but I hadn't seen it until Tuesday night. No.
No, don't do that. Don't become an old person. You're
What?
You're in your 20s. You're not gonna start calling it Tuesday and Wednesday.
Okay, first of all,
No, I'm gonna veto that. What is first of all?
I think it was Wednesday. No, it was Wednesday.
I mean, we're getting somewhere.
Wednesday night, the night before. The night before I saw No Time to Die. I was just like, I had gone on a walk with a friend, and then I was coming back to my place, and then Kirk calls me. He's like, "Hey, you want to come upstairs and watch James Bond with us?" And I was like, "Okay, whatever, that's fine. I'll go watch James Bond." So I went up there, and I saw it basically right when it started. I thought I had seen it before, but I had seen none of it, and it was the predecessor to No Time to Die. So I kind of lucked out a little bit because I had no idea, like Spectre. I think that came out like 2017, I want to say, because I know Skyfall came out in 2013, but I had never seen it before. I thought I did. Christoph Waltz was the bad guy in the movie, which is super cool. I love Christoph Waltz. You know who that is?
If I see his face, I'll probably.
Christoph Waltz, he was in Inglourious. He's in a bunch of Quentin Tarantino movies. Django Unchained.
Yeah.
Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
He's a really fantastical actor. I mean, he's
fantastical.
Fantastical. Love him in everything that he does. But I had never seen it before, and I lucked out because I wouldn't have had any idea what was going on in the new James Bond movie if I hadn't watched that first. So if you don't watch any of the James Bonds, if you want to watch the last one, you have to watch Spectre first because you have no idea what the F is going on.
Okay.
So if you watch No Time to Die, you have to watch Spectre.
So our bear fact for today.
What time is it? Oh shoot! Okay, let's rock and roll.
So I'm not exactly sure if this one's been said yet, but the skin on a polar bear is black, and
I think the skin on all bears is black.
not all of them.
Which ones would it not be? Okay, so
focusing on polar bears.
Okay. So first of all, you think I'm generalizing? I'm saying all the skin on all bears, I'm almost positive, is black. It's not going to be any other color unless they're albino. And even if they're albino, they probably still have black skin.
I'm getting a call from a random number.
I always get calls from 737 numbers. Do you? Like the area code is 737. I whenever I see 737, I know for a fact that it's not a real person.
Okay, anything I find about a bear having black skin, it's always polar bears. And I would
if you have ever seen a hairless bear, they always have black skin.
Anyways, that's not the main point of this fact.
Well, I want it to be.
All right, there you go.
All bears have black skin.
There we go. That's our bear fact for today.
Okay, finish it.
No, like actually, that's our bear fact. Brant,
That's our bear fact?
Yeah, that's Brant rodeoed our bear fact today.
You know what? I did today's bear fact, and I'm excited about it. I did the first one. I did the first bear fact. All bears have black skin. Their fur may be white.
Cite your sources.
Or brown. Or black, but their skin is black. Have you ever seen a hairless bear? They always have black skin. They're not going to have... There's no white-skinned bears. And if polar bears would be the only bears that could be white-skinned bears.
They don't,
but they're not.
They have black skin because of an adaptation to absorb as much sunlight as they can.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's. I mean, I get it.
Do you think bears that live in
they're racist?
Do you think bears in hot areas have black skin?
Yes, absolutely.
I wouldn't say it's black.
Like, brown?
I would go with brown.
Brown. Okay. Well, black, brown, I mean, it's like saying almost. It's like Almost what? Like define almost. Black, brown, I mean, whatever. Okay. Because like there's like certain pigments of brown that look black, but like for something to be black, it's like saying for something that is black, like pure black, is saying the same thing as something being pure white. Like it's the two opposite sides of the spectrum. So you say something's black, it'd be like the microphone that you're talking to. That's black. Like it doesn't get any darker than that, right? But then something that's white,
Your shirt.
yeah, like my shirt. My shirt is currently white. Like, yes, it doesn't get any whiter than this. Like, you couldn't make it happen. But then you've seen like variations, like cream, like there's a cream color that you can get like just after this. So, whenever people say black and white, I always think in an absolute because it can't go any further.
I don't do if buts and maybes. I do.
Okay, you messed up.
It's like
You messed up.
It's absolutes and something. I can't
Absolutes.
Yeah, I can't remember what the other one is.
I'm just saying. They are objective. You can say like something is objectively white and objectively black. But then you can look
Well,
at
what if it's blue?
so then you can look at something, like I said, like something that's cream or something that's brown, and you could say, I think that brown looks black. And someone might say, no.
You're colorblind.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know what my point was, but we're talking about bears. I mean, let's just say that all bears have brown skin because brown might also include black. But I would just say brown as a whole would probably make the most amount of sense.
Okay.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is there are no bears that have white skin. That's a thing. There's no
Unless
bears that
they're
have cream
albino.
skin. There's no bears that have beige skin or tan skin.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You're just going to accept it?
It's our bear fact for today.
The bear fact of the day is
There are no cream and beige bears.
there's no cream skinned or beige skinned bears or olive skinned bears. There are only brown skinned bears. They may have white fur. They may even have brown fur. Also black fur. But they all have brown skin.
Would you rather have no teeth or no fingernails and toenails?
No fingernails and no toenails. How are you supposed to eat anything? How are you supposed to eat bacon without any teeth?
Smoothie.
That sounds terrible.
You can smoothie anything.
A bacon smoothie? It's not the same.
Bacon ice cream.
Okay, are you a crispy bacon or a chewy bacon kind of person?
It depends on what I'm eating it on. Like if I'm eating
Really? Okay.
if I'm eating it by itself, I like crispy bacon. But if it's on a burger, I like it. I don't like it to be like, because I feel like I don't get the taste out of it. But chewy bacon's great.
I am 100% a crispy bacon person. Like a chewy bacon, okay, fine. I'll eat it. It's still bacon. But if you ask me, it doesn't matter where I go. Like, would you prefer your bacon to be crispy or chewy? I'll be like, crispy. Always. Always crispy.
You like hotel bacon?
No, that stuff is
It's
not
awful.
it.
I think it's like paper, man.
Have you ever had like the complimentary hotel scrambled eggs?
Yeah, dude.
It's just
eggs.
water.
Yeah.
It's just water. It's not eggs. It's not the same thing. Basically, whenever we've had like a baseball tournament and we're staying in some hotel, like a Holiday Inn Express or a Hampton Inn, and we wake up at 7:00 to go get breakfast, and coach is like, "You gotta eat."
It's like
I just eat I would eat cereal and coffee. That's it. Because literally, like the sausage, like remember like the sausage patties, like the sausage rolls at the logs.
I'm honestly not a big breakfast sausage person.
Really?
Yeah.
But you eat the breakfast sandwiches. It's the same thing.
Certain breakfast sandwiches don't have them. Like the breakfast burger from Whataburger has a 1/4 pound patty.
But they don't do that anymore.
Actually, they recontinued it.
No way.
I've already had 4.
Really?
They're amazing.
I remember like 3 months ago, you're like, Brant, you got to go get it. But then I was like, no, they
like
stopped doing
a
it.
year ago.
Was it a year ago?
Yeah, it's been gone for a while. Rayvon told me about it. Like he put me on the breakfast burger. He told me that it was coming back like a week before it came back.
The Whataburger breakfast burger.
Before 11 a.m. It is immaculate. It's a bun, cheese, bacon, hash browns, quarter-pound patty with egg and patty melt sauce. It's so good.
And they brought it back.
It's so good.
Just saying, like any Whataburger that you go to before 11 a.m., you can order that right now.
11 to 11. You can get that tonight.
At like 1 o'clock in the morning.
You want to get shit-faced tonight?
After I leave 6th Street tonight, I'm going to be able to go to Whataburger and go get that thing.
Yep.
I don't know that if that's what I'm going to do.
You should.
I've never had it. Is it worth it though?
It's like $4.30 something by itself.
It's like $4. So it's basically $5.
It's about $5.
Is it worth the whole $5?
Rayvon gets 3 at a time. I can maybe
3 at a time?
I can maybe eat 2.
Dude, that's like $20.
Rayvon can eat.
I'm sure Rayvon can eat $20 at a time for 3. What does he do? Put it in the fridge?
No.
No, he does not.
No,
he doesn't.
Dude, he eats.
Dude, he eats all 3?
He eats, bro.
Okay, well, I guess he does.
I used to room with him, bro. He eats.
I think the weirdest experience I've ever had with a roommate in baseball was the senior summer before I went to Garden. I'm not gonna say any names, but I was staying with this guy with long hair.
Really singling him out if he's listening.
I highly doubt he's listening. I do.
Oh, so this is a good story.
But no, it's not like a good story. We stayed. You were there. Like, you were in the hotel. We were in the same hotel at the same tournament. I think we were in Nacogdoches.
Wait, I thought you said you were in Garden.
I said before Garden.
Oh, okay.
I said my senior summer before Garden.
In Nacogdoches.
I think we were in Nacogdoches. And it was just me and him sharing a room, which had 2 beds in it, which was awesome, which never happens. I don't know why it worked out that way, but he got a bed and I got a bed. And he had Lay's chips and like the store-bought like can of
queso or bean dip.
I think it wasn't bean dip. It was like, what was it? I've never seen it before. Was it sour? I don't know if it was sour cream or what. I've never seen someone. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. I don't even know what it was. It was just gross. Like, I don't know why you would do that. Like, I've seen people, like, if you dip potato chips into sour cream, people like that a lot, like Ruffles. If you take Ruffles and you dip into sour cream, it's not a bad chip. And having tasted both, not together, I can imagine it would be a good taste, a good flavor. But it was like it's just junk food. It was like just junk. It's like a Frito-Lay's can that had probably sour cream and garlic. It might have been what am I thinking of? A artichoke. It might have been an artichoke dip. But does Frito do an artichoke dip?
I couldn't tell you.
I'm going to look it up real quick. I don't know that they do. It might have just been sour cream. And honestly, I have been so hateful on sour cream my entire life because I think it's disgusting.
I do too.
I kind of compare sour cream to cottage cheese.
Oh, I put those in the same boat for sure.
Yeah, I do. I definitely do. Let's see. Frito.
Some people eat cottage cheese. Like, they get little cups of cottage cheese in a spoon. I don't get that.
Okay. Fritos does not do an artichoke dip. It was Fritos something. Let's see. Fritos dips. This means a lot to me, actually, that I figured this out. Was it Fritos? No, it wasn't Fritos. Anyways, whatever. It was a dip. It
doesn't mean that much anymore.
It doesn't mean that much anymore. So it was a Lay's. No, not this Sunday, but last Sunday. I mean, it's the same thing. Okay. Honestly, if there was a video that I could play for our listeners, and just like everyone could just see it, they could see the video as it's playing and understand what I'm talking about.
You're speaking fucking nonsense.
I know. I'm just saying. There's a really funny video that I would love to reference all the time. And I wish everyone could see the video and listen to it at the same time on the podcast. That's something we need to figure out ASAP. I mean, I honestly can run it through OBS. I can do a screen share thing, and that might work out, but we'll see. But I know that episodes 2 and 3, that was not the case. There was some weird feedback.
You never finished your story on like what he was doing. Was he just like scooping it? Like,
it wasn't that he was scooping it. It was like, I mean, he was eating the Ruffles with the dip, and I tried it, and I was like, this is disgusting. Why would someone want to eat this? And he just like put it in the fridge. And I mean, it's not a spectacular story. Like I'm saying, like, I know you were there. You were in Nacogdoches with us. I know which tournament that was. It was earlier in the summer. It was like June, like late June. Anyways, no one cares. But yes, like I've never witnessed someone like buy like that store sealed bean dip or queso dip. Or like anything that says Frito dip on it, you know what I'm saying? Like Lay's dip, like
that packaged dip.
It's like prepackaged dip. Like if you're gonna make a dip, make it fresh. That way, it's actually good. That's why I don't trust the prepackaged wok dip. Like you go to the store and you'll see like,
I mean, it depends.
Like you know the brand Holy Wok.
If it's on a shelf in a sealed container. Yeah, I can get behind that. But if it's made by that store and it's in one of those plastic containers that has one of those long stickers over it that seals it closed, that's packaged every day.
That's what I'm saying. Like
those are made every day. But if it's on a shelf somewhere that comes in a truck, I
get out of here with that.
I can get behind that.
You can get behind it.
Like what you're saying.
Okay. I'm just saying like the nationwide supply of guac through Holy Guacamole. Also, I don't say guac. I usually don't say guac. I say wok. If anyone tries to correct me, I always say guacamole.
You've said guac so many times.
Okay. First of all, shut up. That's not true. It's wok. Like I would say like if you're saying it short, if you're saying like guac, it's okay to say guac. But if you're gonna say guacamole, you say guacamole. You don't say go guacamole. Guacamole just sounds weird. Like, is it
Keon?
Is it Guadalupe Street or is it Guadalupe Street?
If you're white, it's Guadalupe.
Is it tortilla or is it tortilla? That's what I'm saying.
Is it syrup or syrup?
It's syrup.
Syrup.
Okay. Okay. There's not a. I think syrup is contained. How the pronunciation is just white people.
Syrup.
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 I mean, it's Canadians and Americans. I mean, come on.
I say syrup.
I say syrup.
Caramel or caramel?
Caramel.
I say that too.
Roof?
No, don't even fucking say it. You know I don't say it.
Roof. There is something that I do know that I recognize that I say it.
Wednesday.
Is like anything with a Y or an OI. That sound, that like deep ol. Like I won't say oil, I'll say ol. Or I'll say roll. Or I'll say
rural.
I mean, I don't know. Like I've always said it that way.
With rural, the way you say it,
rural.
You're saying RUAL.
Rural, yeah, rural.
Rural. There's another R in there.
Rural. I said it. I said the other R.
Right now you're saying RULE.
Rule.
You just made a rule.
No. That's just I don't know. I don't know. But I think the most common thing that I would say where people are like, oh, do you have an accent? Anytime I say "ol," anytime, and I know where it comes from, but I've always said it that way. I don't know. I am who I am. I don't know what to say. And then you get mad at me, upset with me for saying Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
You sound like you're born in the 60s.
Saturday, Sunday. Sorry.
Do you spell your Keller with a U?
My color?
Like when you spell the word Keller, do you put a U in it?
That's English.
I know. I didn't know if you were a wannabe or not.
No, I know where that comes from. It's like favorite.
Favorite.
So I'm saying like in England they spell with O-U-R. It's not the same over here. Favor. Major, you just say things weird, dude. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Go to it.
You say some weird ass things, dude.
I do.
Really weird.
This is known.
Are you okay? You barely touched your feet, love. You see that picture I sent you?
Yeah, I saw that.
That was funny as hell.
A feet loaf. A foot loaf.
I knew you'd like that. That's why I said it. Anyways, no, it was just like
You just know I like fucked up food.
yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I don't know. It was a picture I sent to Major on Instagram. It's called Boys Who Can Cook, I think, and they usually post some really funny food related posts. And the other one that I sent you today was Caesar salad with no lettuce.
Yeah, like what the fuck? What the fuck? It was croutons with Caesar salad dressing
And
all over.
cheese.
Like what the fuck is that?
Yeah, those posts are they crack me up, and I know what makes Major laugh. So there's another one recently that I thought was really funny. I gotta find it, and I always send them to you. Also, that guy for the Dodgers. Also, the Dodgers that clinched. They're going to the NLCS.
What a bitter ending.
I didn't see the final score of the game. Was it last night?
Yeah. Did you hear how
Giants and Dodgers? How did it end? I didn't see it. I know. I think Cody Bellinger had a hit in the ninth that sealed the deal.
the game ended on a check swing?
A check swing.
And I can't remember how Dad was phrasing it last night, but it sounded like it was a blown call. Check swing sends the Astros home. They were saying like he went, but he
Sends the Astros home or the Giants home?
Astros.
Astros are in the ALCS right now. They're playing against the Red Sox tonight.
Oh, that I'm thinking of.
Giants Dodgers.
Yeah, Giants.
Also, Giants are in the National League. Astros are in the American League. So they're on the opposite sides of the bracket. So that wouldn't even happen. And also this post. The reason I bring that up is because this guy.
Bad call, check swing. I'm pulling up a video right now.
Gatterall, the relief pitcher for the Dodgers, just casually lobbing 102 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, he was.
He makes it look so easy. He's like, yeah, I'll just go up there and just throw 102, 103. Also, did you see the post I sent you? Megan Fox worried Machine Gun Kelly, only with her to meet the Transformers.
That made me laugh.
So, just imagine they're on a date. He's like, so
When do I get to meet Optimus?
where are they at? Can you show me? And then the other one that I sent, you didn't respond to any of these. This other one was like just a regular post. It goes, imagine if, you know how this goes? It was yesterday. Are you listening?
Hang on, I'm watching the video of how it ended.
Of the
right
check swing?
Yes, but it doesn't give a side angle.
That's the hard part. Is when they don't do a side angle. So like it depends when the ball crosses the plate.
Yeah.
and then where the bat is in relation to that point.
Yeah. I need to get another video real quick.
I don't know that they're going to show the side angle because if it's a botched call, they're not going to put the umpires. They're not going to throw them under the bus for that. What was the score? What was the score when the game ended? Was it close?
2-1.
Oh, were the runners on base?
Yeah, a tying run was on first.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
And there was a controversial check swing call that ended
Oh,
the game.
I got a side angle.
Okay, what's the side angle look like?
Oh, it's a GIF on Twitter.
Oh, that's so close. I would say no. I would say that he checked that swing. I wouldn't have called that.
Season ending.
It ended the season. I wouldn't have called that. And I hate the Giants more than I hate the Dodgers. So I would have given it to him. I said no.
That's so close.
It's close, but I don't think he did. He didn't go.
His bat almost gets to 90 degrees.
Almost, but it didn't. And even then, I think he started to pull back before the ball even got there.
Yeah, he was pulling back before but his.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's a hard thing being an umpire because you can't like. I don't think that's a reviewable play. Like if the Giants wanted to challenge it, they couldn't.
Because the game was over.
Well, because none of it was the game over, but like if it let's say that happened with one out, I don't think the manager can challenge a check swing because you can't go back and review like, oh yeah, he totally no. You can't challenge a check swing. That's just the rule. So making that call, that's tough. That is a tough call to make. That's why umpires are highly scrutinized. I mean, that's a 50-50 call, in my opinion. I mean, some umpires would say, yeah, he totally went. I think a Joe West would be like, yeah, he went.
Yeah. I mean, his bat gets close. It's really a toss-up for however you kind of see check swings.
I wouldn't have called that. I would have said he was fine. And the game ends like that, and the season's over like that. But then again, what if he just blew a 100-mile-an-hour fastball after by him next pitch?
Yeah.
So, also runners on first. What if he hit a tank? What if he hit a tank the next pitch, just like Yasmani Grandal did, in a 2-2 count? And I can't get over this. I was watching the game when it happened. It was Game 3 of the ALDS, the Astros and the White Sox. It was like bottom of the third, bottom of the fourth. 2-2 count, runner on first base. Whoever was pitching, I think it was Perez, puts a ball clearly in the zone. It was clearly right there. Like, I mean, it wasn't even touching any frame of the border of the strike zone. Umpire calls it a ball. He should have struck out. He should have been like, punch him out, strike 3. Next pitch, he hits a home run.
That's just an L.
I know what I'm saying. Like there was a lot of calls that missed in that game, but you know the Astros absolutely dismantled the White Sox in Game 4. So whatever.
Do you think they go? Would you like to see a Dodgers Astros
rematch?
Yeah,
I would. I think all of America would.
That would be an intense.
And I think all of baseball would, or at least in terms of the markets that are in play. Houston is a huge market, and then LA is the second biggest market. Yeah. I think Houston's the 4th biggest behind Chicago, LA, and New York. Mm-hmm. But you have Houston and LA going after each other in the World Series. I think all of baseball is happy about that matchup, just in terms of the viewership.
Yeah,
they're making a lot of money off the World Series. It's way better than a Tampa Bay, Milwaukee.
But there's, as opposed to this happening the first time, there's so many more people on the Dodgers side. Even if like people that aren't a fan of either team, so many more people are going to say, yeah, fuck the Astros.
I've been dealing with fuck the Astros for the last like 2.5 years, and I get it, especially Henry. He's been on here before. Huge Yankees fan. Hates the Astros. And just today I was thinking, when's Henry's birthday? I want to buy him an Astros hat for his birthday.
I'll get him a jersey.
You get him an Astros jersey? I mean, I can give my Ken Griffey Jr. jersey. You good there? Chuck it on water. But you know, I mean, like the whole F the Astros. I get it. I totally understand. In all professional sports, there have been just about 0 teams to root for in the last 20 years. Basically, all that I've been alive and you've been alive. The Rockets haven't been that good. I think they were decently good when Tracy McGrady was there and they had Yao Ming. But then the Texans got better with Deshaun, but now Deshaun is dealing with what he's dealing with.
Are we talking about Houston teams?
Talk about Texas teams.
Okay.
So I take it back. The Spurs won 2 championships. Great. Love the Spurs. I think the Mavericks won a championship in like 2006. But
the Cowboys struggle to go positive every year.
The Cowboys haven't done anything since the last time they won a Super Bowl, which I think was in 97 or 98.
I'm pretty sure.
And since then, the Cowboys have sucked really bad.
They're first in the NFC right now.
No, the Texans. Okay, I'm sorry. The Cowboys are doing pretty well.
This year they are. They do have.
They're doing pretty well. And yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. I think they have a really solid team. They have an explosive offense and a par defense. We'll see. But the point is, there hasn't been that many Texas teams to be excited for. And we have so many. There's so many of them. Basketball, you have 3 basketball teams professionally in Texas. Rockets, Spurs, Mavericks.
Oh, yeah, I was forgetting about the Spurs.
And then baseball, you have the Rangers and you have the Astros. It's 2 teams.
And then you have the Cowboys and the Texans.
And you have the Cowboys and the Texans. We're talking about 10 almost.
And then we just got Austin FC. But
Austin FC, so yeah. So
10.5.
Basically. So we have 8 teams. I mean, like technically I would say we have 8 teams to root for.
Yeah.
At all times. And to be excited if they win. But they usually suck. They usually suck pretty bad. The Texans are not doing good. The Cowboys, amazingly, are actually doing pretty well. They've only lost, 1 game?
Is DeAndre Hopkins still in the Texans? He got traded, right?
It's the Cardinals.
Yeah, that's right.
For David Johnson, who's done absolutely nothing.
He was carrying the Texans.
David Johnson currently is on the waiver wire. Like, if I wanted to pick up David Johnson, I could. Like, he's just sitting right there. I could just pick him up off. I mean, we're playing with 12 teams. He's just sitting right there.
Wow.
David Johnson is garbage. I don't know why that trade ever happened in the first place. I mean, you traded your best receiver for a running back who had a good season and then just hasn't been good. I mean, that was such a dumb trade. Anyways.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Whole point.
One of the best in the league.
Yes, he is. I think he is top 2. I don't know who you could make an argument for another
Adrian
guy.
Beltre.
Exactly. Whole point.
Cowboys space.
I like the Astros. I like them. I like their colors. I like the team. Yes, it's not my fault. It's not the fans' fault that they cheated. And they got caught cheating. First of all, every effing team in Major League Baseball cheats.
Every team in NFL cheats.
Probably.
There's actually a joke on Family Guy. Like the episode was like 3 or 4 years ago, but they were touring like the Patriots Stadium, and they walk in. They're like they were in the I can't remember which room they were in, but they were in one of the rooms, and Peter was just like, "Wow, you have all other 31 teams' playbooks memorized."
So, yes, every team cheats. Yes. Every single team cheats. But then the Astros got caught.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of how it goes. I mean, just wait. I'm going to say it right now. Just wait. The next cheating scandal will come out. And people, because what started was Mike Fiers.
Yeah.
He was a pitcher. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not a pitcher.
Oh, wait, no, it wasn't him.
It was Mike Fiers.
Garrett Cole went to the Yankees and then blew the whistle.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it was Garrett Cole blew the whistle.
Well, no, it wasn't Garrett Cole. No. The whole scandal happened while Garrett Cole was still with the Astros.
I know. He won a ring with them and then went to the Yankees.
He won a ring with them, But then he stayed in 2018.
He stayed another year?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he also stayed in 2019.
I don't think he was there in 2019.
Whenever the Astros played the Nationals in the World Series, Garrett Cole was still there. And then Garrett Cole immediately after signed with the Yankees for like a crazy $350 million contract. Also, Carlos Correa, after this season, is projected to be the first $400 million contract player. Correa.
Wow. Is he? I mean, like, he's good. Is he worth 400 million?
Probably not to the Astros.
That's a really, really big contract.
That is a huge contract that I have a feeling
it's not going to work out very well.
No, if I had to guess who would pay for it, you can go down the usual suspects. The Yankees.
Garrett Cole broke an Astros record in 2019.
That's what I'm saying. So he was still there in 2019. So in 2019, they played the Nationals in the World Series. They went to a Game 7 in Houston. And the Astros lost, and the Nationals won the World Series. That happened. Garrett Cole was still there. And then immediately after, Garrett Cole left. And maybe, did he blow the whistle? Maybe. But I think Mike Fiers was the first one. He was, I think, a relief pitcher or a starting pitcher for the Astros, and then he went to the A's. And then he went on to Derek Jeter's like online player blog where players can just talk about whatever they want to talk about. And Mike Fiers basically just called up the Astros for saying, you guys are destroying young players' careers because you're cheating and young pitchers don't have a chance. And you're diminishing their odds of being successful pitchers in the league when they probably could have been otherwise.
I typed in who blew the whistle on the Astros.
Mike Fiers.
Mike Fiers.
Told you. So, I don't know that Garrett Cole has had much to say about it since he's been with the Yankees, because I know that when everyone knows that he knew what was going on. Alex Cora, by the way, in 2017, Alex Cora, you know who that is?
I've heard of him.
He is the manager of the Red Sox. And the Red Sox and the Astros are playing right now in the LCS. Like, they're literally playing right now. Alex Cora was the bench coach of the Astros in 2017 when they won the World Series. And then the next season, he got signed by the Red Sox to go be the manager. So,
bottom one, Astros are up 3-1. Just kidding, it's 0-0.
You bastard. F you. F you. Anyways, Alex Cora was the bench coach on the Astros when they won the World Series in 2017. And now he's the manager of the Red Sox right now. Red Sox fans, I mean, the first two games are going to be in Houston. It's a 7-game series. First two games are going to be in Houston. And then they're going to go to Boston. Boston fans, if you're listening, which you're probably not, which that's okay, you are the biggest hypocrites if you clown the Astros for being cheaters when your manager was there when it happened. Just saying. I would say,
fair statement.
Let's just play baseball, you know?
And steal a few signs here and there.
Here and there. Just when they're in Boston. That's it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't look too much into it. But it's going to be a good series. Like I said, they're playing right now, aren't they? Astros and Dodgers? I'm sorry, Astros and Red Sox? You looked it up, didn't you? You're not saying much.
I said it was 0-0, bottom of the first.
Bottom one. All right. Astros hung up a 0. Good to see it. Good to see it. All right. More goose eggs, please, on the top frame. You get a haircut.
I actually just got a haircut like 4 days ago.
You're lying.
I'm just kidding. I got a haircut like 2 weeks ago, though.
You're lying. Your hair is so long.
I got a haircut 2 weeks ago.
What'd you do? Get like half an inch off?
A whole inch. I'm serious.
What's the point of getting a haircut then?
I like the length,
You like okay.
but I also want to get rid of it. at the
Also,
same time.
I haven't had a haircut in like I would say almost 2 months,
And no one said it looked good.
and no one said it looked good. That's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna get a haircut very soon because I need one. No one likes long hair. Literally, no one. But would you consider yourself a hippie?
A hippie?
Yeah. Does that have a positive or a negative connotation?
Personally, I would say a hippie is a negative connotation, just kind of in a way because when where it came from is hippies were just these druggies that are always just trying to make love is peace, man.
Do
Let's
blow.
let's just do some blow and listen to some fucking crazy music, man, at a music festival, dude.
Sounds
Yeah.
just like you.
That does not sound. I don't go to music festivals. First of
You went
all,
to ACL.
one time and you were there too, so shut the fuck up. No, and I've never done blow either.
They've been offered.
I have held it.
You've held it. Oh my god, it's been in your hand before.
I've smelled it. I mentioned that on the podcast.
You've smelled it.
I have smelled it and it doesn't smell great.
What does it smell like?
It has a bitter smell. I smelled it through a bag. Like the bag was it was a sketchy bag, so I might have gotten some in my nose. I didn't feel it, but
Does it smell like garlic?
I didn't smell garlic. It was in someone's wallet, man.
Onion? Beets?
Although I will do.
I'm trying to figure out what vegetable smells like cocaine.
I wouldn't put cocaine past me if I'm gonna be at Def Leppard and Motley Crue.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Come a year from right now, I'm gonna be one of the happiest people on the freaking planet. Motley Crue and Def Leppard are touring together, and they're gonna be in San Antone in like a year's time. I already bought my ticket.
It's in February, right?
No, it's in August.
Oh,
August 2022. I already bought my ticket. I'm already going. It's going to be the greatest concert of my life. I am so excited. You have no idea. It's like literally like the perfect combination of everything I've been listening to for the last 2 years.
yeah, that's a fair assessment.
I have not stopped listening to Def Leppard, and I have not stopped listening to Motley Crue since I watched The Dirt. Major, watch the freaking Dirt. I'm not trying to get you hooked on Motley Crue, but I'm saying they make good music. It's a good story, and it's interesting because you'll find much more respect for them as a band. Because honestly, before I saw The Dirt, Motley Crue, to me, I thought they were a 90s band or like an early 2000s band. And then I watched it and I was like, no, wait, this takes place in the 70s and the 80s. What is going? They're much older. And it's not that I have more respect for them because they're an older band. I just thought that they were part of a different generation of music. And I had never listened to music before. So I made an assumption of like what their music would sound like. So like I've heard their name before. Like on Nick Swardson. Nick Swardson had a stand-up bit about them that I listened to like 8 years ago when I was in 8th grade or 9th grade. And it was like Nick Swardson was bragging about like, yeah, dude, last night I had like 20 beers. It was nuts. And then he goes on the news. He sees, oh yeah, Nikki Sixx of Motley Crue took heroin out of a fire hose. And like, yeah, he had a heroin deal. But anyways, point is, I thought that Motley Crue was like a more recent band than it was.
No one fucking cares.
I will say, Hot Tub Time Machine.
How did we get here?
Hot Tub Time Machine at the end of the movie. Whenever, what's his name? Rob Rob something. He's the bald guy.
You're already an old person. You get too confused.
No.
You get
First
distracted by
First of
small
all,
details.
Rob, what's his name?
I could have sworn I've heard an old person start a story, and the first person they mentioned, they're like, "Oh, what was his name?"
Well, you're just being an asshole.
I know.
His name was Rob Corddry. Rob Corddry. That's what it was. I knew it was a Rob. This freaking guy. You recognize him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's in Hot Tub Time Machine. And at the end of the movie, they get the time machine working. And I don't mean to spoil it. First of all, Hot Tub Time Machine came out 11 years ago. So I'm spoiling it for you. So sorry. If you don't want Hot Tub Time Machine spoiled, then just go somewhere else. At the end of the movie, they get the hot tub fixed and they can go back to the present time. But then he's like, no, I've got a different idea. And he goes basically back to 1985 or 1984 before they released Home Sweet Home, Motley Crue. And he basically becomes the lead singer of Motley Crue because he went back in time and basically wrote all their songs for them. And then Hot Tub Time Machine 2 kind of goes off of that because he becomes a freaking rock star millionaire, right? So
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. And having seen that movie,
If you could go back in time and make someone's music before them, whose music would you make before them? I'll go first, John Mayer.
why John Mayer?
That was supposed to be funny. You didn't laugh.
I didn't laugh, yeah. I was actually like concerned for you for a second, like why John Mayer?
Smash Mouth.
That I can get behind. Yeah, that for sure. Iconic. I would probably find myself between whose music would I go back
What
in
if
time?
what if you went back in time and you found the band members minus like the lead singer or the lead person, and you're hanging out with them and y'all are about to form the band, and let's say you're doing like the Rolling Stones, for example, and you're like,
Let's say Queen.
okay, let's say it's Queen, and you're like, y'all are trying to figure out a name, and you're like, let's name it Queen, and one person that's actually in the band in the future that you're changing is like, nah, that sucks.
So let's say you become the new Freddie Mercury of Queen.
Yeah, but except it's
And
not
then-
called
and then-
Queen anymore.
No, we're like, no, it's Queen. But then Freddie Mercury sees it later and he's like, what a terrible name for a band. No, I'd probably go back. I'm so tempted to say Def Leppard, but it's just too easy.
How much cocaine and heroin are you trying to do, man? Jesus.
I
Just be
mean,
Tom Petty.
all the hair band. That just gave me an idea. I'd be Van Halen. I'd go back and I'd be Van Halen. I love David Lee Roth. I think he's a fantastic human being.
That would be Ozzy Osbourne.
Snorting ants off the concrete and piss. I don't think he laughs like that, man.
Have you heard him talk in an interview?
Yeah, he just mumbles and stumbles off into nothing.
He makes weird sounds.
You know the story about him biting the head off of a bat? Like, it's obviously an infamous story. Everyone knows about it if you know who Ozzy Osbourne is. It wasn't a real bat. It was a toy bat. It wasn't real. Wait a minute. No. I'm wrong. He thought it was a toy bat.
Oh.
He thought it was fake, but it was a real bat. And that's where it comes from. I remember listening to an interview of his recently. He's like, yeah, I thought it was a toy. I thought it was fake. And I bit it off just for fun, for the excitement. And then he was like, wait, this is a real bat. So he bit the head off of a real bat thinking it was a toy.
What if, see, I like to think like this sometimes. What if
I don't want to know how you like to think. I'd rather not know.
What if a time traveler went back in time because Ozzy Osbourne actually bit the head off of a toy bat, and some drunk guys were like, y'all want to go back in time and make Ozzy Osbourne eat a real bat?
So they go back in time, exchange it with a real bat.
That would be a really funny movie if there was a movie like that, and they just went back and like the crazy things that happened in history, they happened a different way. They just went back and made some stupid shit happen.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if time travel's real, some idiot would have done something so stupid by now. We'd all recognize, like, hey.
But I think, on the other hand, if there was time travel, I think if you're that smart to figure it out, you're going to have a small circle, and you're going to know who's going to know about it. I feel like if you invent it, you're not going to have any loose ends. You don't want that to get out.
What's the saying? It's like,
fool me once.
No, it's
Shame
not.
on you.
No, shut up, Toby.
Fool me twice.
You don't know the quote. You don't know it.
Oh, I forgot it.
We need Aries in the room. Aries would know it. Anyways, what I'm saying is, we would know by now if someone was
Would we get copyrighted if I played it?
possibly. I would say just say it.
I can't. I mean, like, there's a video of it.
There's a video. I mean, okay,
It's been a good one.
diehard Office fans are really upset with you right now, and probably with me because I can't remember what the quote is exactly either, but I know that happened in an episode. It was like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice.
It's like strike two or something.
Yeah, strike two.
The reason I can't think of it is because I'm thinking of the J. Cole one from his songs. Like, it's the old dude. That was an old saying, and I know it's in Texas, and it might be in parts of Tennessee. Fool me once, shame on you.
Right.
Fool me twice, can't get shamed again. Fool me three times, fuck the peace sign. Load the chopper, let it rain, you know. God, you don't like J. Cole, don't you?
I like J. Cole. He had a
It's like
couple good songs that I like.
He was bumping when I was in like 6th grade.
He was bumping whenever he had Eminem on. When Eminem basically made his comeback after being basically entirely silent for like 6 years.
Yeah.
I was shocked. That was like my senior year of high school, I want to say.
Yeah, he just dropped that surprise album.
He dropped the album, and Eminem was on it. And Eminem hasn't been on anything since the Marshall Mathers LP2.
Mm-hmm.
That was in 2013. And then I think this came out in 2017.
And then later that year, it might have been the next year, Kamikaze came out.
Kamikaze came out in,
I think 17. It was either 17 or 18. Either way, we're kind of rambling here.
I don't care. Hey, it all happens, man. When did Kamikaze come out?
18.
18. I was going to say 18. I thought that came out right when I got to Garden. That's kind of what I was thinking. Wait a minute. No. That came out after I left Garden. Because that came out in like September. August or September of 18. And I had already left. And I was in Austin. Interesting. Okay. Anyways. Hey, Major.
What?
What's your favorite
Yes.
season?
My favorite season? Like, weather?
Your.
Probably fall.
So right now you're having the best time of your life.
It feels amazing outside. Like, when I walked outside earlier, it's bright blue skies, but it's kind of gusty, kind of chilly. Oh, it feels so good.
Okay, you say blue sky. I have something to mention and something that I'm really upset about.
The weather recently.
No, the weather is actually very nice.
It's storming.
It's surprisingly cooler than I thought it would be.
I love cool weather.
It's like 73 degrees outside. But anyways, Goodbye Blue Sky by Pink Floyd. Sounds so close.
So,
I almost died. I almost
last episode, Brant showed me something.
it was after the episode.
Yeah.
After the episode, I was like, look, you have to listen to this. They're so close. You have to understand that something's going on here. And I don't think anyone filed. I mean, anyone that would file would be Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd would have said like, "Hey, this is our song." But I don't think that happened because we would know about that. But "Goodbye Blue Sky" by Pink Floyd in 1979 on the Wall album. Listen to it. Start listening to it at second 20. But then pull up the acoustic version of Def Leppard's Hysteria and tell me, or don't tell me, they sound like the same song. It's the same thing. It's literally... So Pink Floyd's song came out in 1979. Def Leppard's Hysteria came out in 1987. 87. They're so close. They are like it's like you can hide it. You can hide it with the gain and the effects that you put on the instrument. But if you just go down to the acoustic version of it and you just play the chords and you in the staccato as itself, they're so similar. And I heard this about a week and a half ago. And I was like heartbroken because I've loved Hysteria so much. Because it came out 8 years before.
It was his favorite song for like 6 months.
Okay, first of all, still is. Anyways, wait, did you say 6 months straight?
Yeah.
Major, it's been like 2 years, man. It's been like 2 years. Anyways. The progression, it's the chord. I don't think they're not playing a chord. They're not playing a chord. They're usually around the 5th fret, and they're playing the middle strings on the 5th fret, and it's just a back and forth pick and play, and then the next progression goes back down to the low E string. Anyways, 20 seconds into "Goodbye Blue Sky" by Pink Floyd in 1979 versus Hysteria in 1987, they are practically the same song, and it hurts me to listen to it because it makes so much sense. They're both British bands. Of course, Def Leppard would be inspired by Pink Floyd because they made incredible music in the late 60s, early 70s, all through the 70s, and then Def Leppard drops their first album in 1981. So they've had basically over a decade to listen to Pink Floyd and see their success and be inspired by them and the kind of music they create.
And then copy one of their songs.
And then 1987, when they dropped basically
one of their biggest albums.
The biggest album. Like, it's one of the biggest albums. Hysteria by Def Leppard was like a top 15, 20 selling album of all time. Just because there was so much good music on it, but like the album was called Hysteria. It was Def Leppard Hysteria, 1987. And Hysteria sounds just like "Goodbye Blue Sky" by Pink Floyd. And it's upsetting.
You've said that point like 6 times.
It's upsetting. I hate it so much.
Your life has been a lie.
My life is meaningless. And you know, with that, honestly, let's end with a high note. Let's just say, okay, Def Leppard can go on and do their thing, and Hysteria is an amazing song because it's not entirely the same song. There's a lot of things in the song that are way different than "Goodbye Blue Sky."
What if Def Leppard made it first and a time traveler went back in time and made it first, and that's where the band Pink Floyd came from? They made all of the songs that would have been made in the future better, but they made them back in the 70s and 80s.
That's what I would like to believe.
Let's end on a high
No,
note.
no. That's not a high note. That's just a theoretical.
That's a theoretical high note.
High note, I don't know.
Def Leppard made it first.
Theoretical. First of all, I do not get high on theoreticals. I cannot do it. There's no highness for me for theoreticals because if, maybe, who, can, should, could, I don't care. It's not how I roll. It either is or isn't.
What if Megan Fox knows the Transformers? Can you get high on that? Yeah, I put you in a corner.
I just want to know what her number is. If she knows the Transformers, Shia LaBeouf. I would go find Shia LaBeouf. I would say, hey, where are the Transformers at? You know where they're at. That's what I'm saying.
Do you think Shaq knows where the Transformers are?
Of course Shaq knows the Transformers at. Why would Shaq not know? There's probably a Shaq Former out there somewhere.
Oh my God. That's the next thing.
The Shaq Former?
What car would it be? Like a Mack truck?
No. Oh, this is a perfect car for Shaq. I'm just thinking.
A Ford F-250.
No. Wrong direction.
A menstrual cycle.
What?
A menstrual cycle? That's a good way to get around town.
What is wrong with you? What is really? Really? Okay, yeah, just keep laughing. I don't care. What's the perfect Shaq car? Like, what is a car that embodies Shaq? And it can't be a Buick. He did the commercials for them, but it's not the same thing.
Dude, a menstrual cycle is a good way to get around town.
Oh my God. You're talking. How did I know that it was a Family Guy joke at the beginning?
That came on today.
I had it was so stupid. It was so dumb for you to say that I thought every time you say something so stupid that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, the only thing that can make it make sense is Family Guy because it's a quote from the TV show.
I grew up watching it, so I'm kind of like, I was just kind of splashed with some Family Guy creativity.
Oh, no. I'm the same way. But problem is, that was stupid. That was so stupid. The perfect Shaq vehicle.
To turn into a Transformer. Helicopter.
Garbage truck.
Is that a dig on Shaq?
No, dump truck. He's huge. He's a big man.
Dump truck.
Turns into Shaq.
And they're yellow, so he's already wearing the Lakers jersey.
Exactly.
I think that's a good high note.
I think we completed the podcast this evening. It is this evening, actually. It's like 8 o'clock now.
I'm going to go look for menstrual cycles on Amazon.
All right. Everyone has a great evening.
Mail me your menstrual cycle if you want.
Nope. Don't do what Major's saying. Please don't do what Major's saying.
Mail me your menstrual cycle.
Stop it.
If you're a man,